What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, April 13th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? I like Stephen Curry from the Golden State Warriors playing the LA Clippers, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Stephen Curry was rested at the end of the season, but take a look at his last 5 versus the Clippers. 45, 45, 58, 74. Stephen Curry crushes the Clippers, playing an average of 34 minutes a game with a 31% usage rate. Stephen Curry is $8,300 DraftKings salary. He's $1,500 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 36.2 fantasy points, he's going to need about 40 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. This is playoff Steph Curry. The ankle sprain may throw some people off. Steph Curry is good to go, so I prefer this play on DraftKings, but I like Stephen Curry here to make a statement versus the Clippers. So our DFS tools for MLB Baseball are now live and working. You can click on the MLB tab to change sports and check the tools out for baseball. They're really helpful. They're going to save you guys a ton of research time. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player, and we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? Coming back the other way, I like Lou Williams, sweet Lou, for the LA Clippers playing the Golden State Warriors, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing shooting guards. Lou Williams has scored 28, 34, and 36 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 33.2 fantasy points per game on the season, and an average of 27 minutes per game, with a 33% usage rate. Lou Williams is $6,200 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel, projected at 31.5 fantasy points here tonight. Projected at 31.5 fantasy points. That's 5.1 times value. Lou Williams loves playing the Warriors. He scored 34, 41, 40, and 43 in his last 4 versus the Warriors. He's going to be the leader of that second unit and should play the 4th quarter if this game comes down to crunch time. That's where Lou Will can put up a ton of fantasy points just in the last few minutes. So I like Lou Williams here versus the Golden State Warriors. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I'm going to give you a value play here and a possible low score drop on FanDuel. I like Rodion Kurucs from the Brooklyn Nets playing the Philadelphia 76ers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 11th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Rodion Kurucs has scored 32, 14, and 23 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 16.6 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 21 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. Rodion Kurucs is only $3,500 DraftKings salary. He's the same price on FanDuel, projected at 21.9 fantasy points. That's 6.3 times value. He can put up 20 fantasy points in 20 minutes. That's all you're looking for, so you can open up your salary for some of the other studs that are going to crush on this slate. So I like Rodion Kurucs as a value play on DraftKings or a low score drop option on FanDuel. We're going to announce our winner for this week in our NBA Sunday playoff video that we're going to put out on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Montrezl Harrell from the LA Clippers playing the Golden State Warriors, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. Montrezl Harrell has scored 41, 22, and 32 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 31.7 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 26 minutes per game with a 24% usage rate. He scored 41 fantasy points in 20 minutes last game. Montrezl Harrell is $5,600 DraftKings salary. He's $1,100 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 28 fantasy points, that's 5 times value. I like the price of Montrezl Harrell on DraftKings. I think this is a sneaky play, so I like Montrezl Harrell here versus the Golden State Warriors. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have the 12th worst defense overall, and they give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing centers. Joel Embiid was rested at the end of the season, but take a look at his history versus Brooklyn. Joel Embiid has scored 74, 67, 57, and 42 fantasy points in his last 4 games versus the Brooklyn Nets. It's big men versus Brooklyn. It's no secret, but once again, Joel Embiid is questionable, which may throw some people off, but only people that haven't been watching the NBA, because people that have been watching know Joel Embiid is going to play and crush in this spot. They're going to make him a game time decision and bring it down to the very last minute, and then he's going to go out there and play 40 minutes and show no signs of a questionable tag. I'm not letting this guy kill me again. Joel Embiid is $10,000 DraftKings salary. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel. He's going to need about 50 fantasy points to get 5 times value. I can see him going for 60 or 70 fantasy points. This is a fantastic matchup. Can't get any better than big men versus Brooklyn. So I love Joel Embiid here versus the Brooklyn Nets. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.